Okay, hello, welcome to the Mystic Path. Sorry, I'm just gonna, this one candle is starting to ooze wax all over the place and make a mess. We got the other ones all lit though, so we're good. So this is going to be what is currently blocking you. Welcome to the Mystic Path, if I didn't already say it. This is a general reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. It will help us grow and get the messages that need to be out there. Okay, so what is currently blocking you? We're going to use the Energy Oracle deck. Then we're going to read with the Forests of Enchantment Tarot. We will clarify if needed with the Rider-Waite. And then we will pull some advice cards at the end from the Whispers of Healing Oracle. I really like this deck. Okay, so for those watching, what is currently blocking you? Ooh. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. I'm just chuckling because today, for whatever reason, the cards have been just flying all over the place. So it's like this reading is my third reading today, and it's like the third time cards have flown out on the floor. Okay, we have envy, storm warning, the world. Okay, so this is part of your soul contract. I'm hearing the world gives me the feeling that for those of you watching, if this resonates with you, you're dealing with some envy right now, which we all envy, jealousy, that's all kind of in the same. Okay? And I noticed the card at the bottom of the deck was a broken heart. So what might be blocking you is okay, sorry, I was just listening to what the messages were. So it seems like for those of you watching, this is part of your soul contract. This is a lesson, kind of like you signed up to learn when you came to Earth. And it's going to help you grow and become the best version of yourself. I know when you're in the middle of a lesson, you don't want to hear that. You're like, this sucks. My life is over. I mean, I get it. Okay. But, I read from the higher perspective, and our guides and ancestors and even our future versions of ourselves come back to guide us to kind of help keep us out of the suffering, right? However, we do need the suffering to learn, right? So this is one of those things that it feels like if you let this envy and jealousy get the best of you, you're blowing something up. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? So let's just get some cards and get the story of those watching so that we can get a better idea of what's going on here. Okay? Collective general reading. What is blocking you? Story for those in this envy, jealous lesson. Okay. All right. So the death card is at the bottom of the deck. Again, death, rebirth, learning, starting a new cycle. So that's the underlying issue. So the good news is, once you learn whatever this lesson is around envy and jealousy, you're going to be completing a cycle and moving on to a rebirth, a new cycle. Okay, so let's see what's going on. This came out at the end. So we have Page of Swords. Ooh, the Sun in reverse. I'm also feeling a bunch of tension around my shoulders. 5 of Wands. Three of Swords reversed. And we got Broken Heart over here, right? And the Three of Swords is about kind of like heartbreak and disillusionment, and it's in reverse, so that's good. It means you're gonna be moving out of that. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Mm-hmm. 2 of Wands. And the World in reverse. Okay, interesting. We have the World over here too. So this is what I'm getting so far. This is a throat chakra blockage. That's why I'm getting the tension in my. It's like heart and throat chakra both. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Feeling all kinds of tension in my neck, shoulders, and like upper back. All right. So what's currently blocking you here is that okay, your inability to communicate your feelings, what's on your heart, and this jealous, envious shadow you got in combination with your heart and throat chakra being blocked and like commingled is what's blocking you from healing. You're creating your own heartbreak, I'm hearing, because you're afraid of change and you're very indecisive. So you're keeping this lesson from, like, you're not learning this lesson because you're being stubborn about it, I'm hearing, okay? I'm hearing that you're afraid of change and you're afraid to properly communicate what it is you really feel and what your truth is and what your heart wants. And because of that, it's easy for like jealousy and envy to take you over. Because you sabotage yourself by not speaking up. And you're keeping yourself stuck here because you have an inability to make a decision, and it's weird. It's like you put on this front that you're very independent and you don't need anyone else and you're good. But deep in your soul, You are just jealous and envious of most of the people in your life because they are living their truth. And you just keep self-sabotaging again and again because you're afraid of your truth. You're afraid of what people think. I'm hearing like you just never make any decisions. And you actually, it's funny, for as much as you project you're this independent, good on your own, successful, happy in your skin, you project that, but you are not that. That is a mask. And so this is basically what I'm getting. Because you're so afraid to speak your truth and live your truth, you're afraid of what others are going to think of you, is what I'm hearing. And you're afraid others will reject you. So instead, you put this mask on, which is causing you to basically self-sabotage over and over and over again in many aspects of your life, in love, in career. And it's because you're afraid to be yourself. That's what's keeping you stuck. You have all this indecision all the time. You're very codependent on this envy and jealousy. It's like you've made friends with it, but not in a healthy way. Like, not in a, I'm going to make friends with this so I can heal it and grow from it, right? It's not in that way. You've made friends with envy and jealousy, and this storm warning is because all of this is about to come to a head. Because you're letting the fear win. I keep hearing. You're letting the fear win. You're letting the fear tell you that if you live your truth and you speak from your heart, that you will be rejected and you will be alone and nobody will approve of you or love you. And because you have bought into that belief so strongly, you're super envious of the people around you that live and speak their truth. But that envy and jealousy is eating you up inside, and it's keeping you from healing, and it's keeping you from learning the lesson you need to learn. And you're pretending that you're strong and independent, and you're not heartbroken over living this way, but you are heartbroken over living this way. But you're doing it to yourself, I keep hearing. So this is what's going on. Let's see what's ahead of us. What's ahead of the people watching here? What's ahead of the people watching? What's coming? What should the people watching be on the lookout for? What? What is ahead? Okay. Oh. Okay. The Hanged Man and the Ten of Pentacles. So, what is ahead for you? What you need to do to heal this and to get out of this stagnation and to get this moving again and to integrate and learn and do shadow work around this envy and jealousy is the Hanged Man. You need to go within and really contemplate, what is it I want out of life? What does my Ten of Pentacles look like, right? What does my perfect, like, if I could get anything I wanted in the world, what would that look like? In career, in family, in romance, in friendships, what would that look like? You need to go within and start figuring that out. And then when you figure that out, you need to start living from that truth, because that's the only thing that's going to heal you. This envy and jealousy is eating your soul alive, and this warning card is here to tell you that if you don't get out of this stagnation, like a storm is coming. Okay? So let's just get, what is the advice for the people watching? What is the advice for those dealing with this particular blockage? And again, don't be hard on yourself. Listen, we all have dark lessons we have to learn. I had a lot of stuff in my past about rage, around rage I had to deal with and face and integrate. So, don't be hard on yourself. Like we've all experienced envy and jealousy at one point in time. And if we say we haven't, we're not being truthful with ourselves. Right? Okay, what is the advice for those experiencing this block? So I just felt called to tell you, don't get down. Embrace this lesson and learn and grow from it, right? Because that's the only way we can integrate that stuff, is to learn and grow and then change our behavior so that we don't repeat the cycle. Because it seems like we got a lot of repeating cycles in here of sabotage. Okay? Yep. Makes sense. Unconditional love just came out as the advice. So let's read what it says here. All right. Continuing to love someone no matter what may be difficult. However, love is always worthwhile. You are made up of love 100%. This is the truth of your very being. No matter how upset you are, how much you beat yourself up, or unknowingly hurt others, you will always have love residing in you. Okay? I love that this card just came out, because it's basically just an expansion of what I was just saying. Do not beat yourself up and make yourself feel bad that your blockage is envy and jealousy, because that will just further solidify those dark energies, those heavier energies in your aura, and then they'll be harder to get out. So don't beat yourself up. Love yourself through it, and just forgive yourself. We all have hard, dark parts of ourselves to deal with, and the only way to deal with them is to love them, embrace them, and heal them, right? So I just love that this card is saying, do not beat yourself up, because you are always full of love and worthy of love no matter what. Okay? Okay. It says, your heart is seeking love at every second of your life. Loving unconditionally means giving love without expectation. Being and giving the love you want to experience in your relationships can be the hardest lesson of life. A big part of unconditional love is forgiveness. Okay? I was just saying that. Forgive yourself, right? You limit your ability to achieve unconditional love when you blame someone for a past wrong or rehash past sufferings. You limit your ability to achieve unconditional love when you blame someone for past wrong or rehash past sufferings. Beating yourself up and blaming your sadness on the past only triggers more distress in your life. You have a purpose in life, and you have a choice. You can let the past haunt you and inflict more suffering in your life, or you can forgive yourself and get back to living your purpose. Two fairies are depicted in this card. One fairy has her hands over her heart as if she is receiving love. The other fairy is openly expressing love to her friend. The rainbow hues symbolize magical blessings. Rainbows remind us of the benefits that come from hoping and believing that unconditional unconditional love heals all things. There is so much love being shown to you every day. Unconditional love is your greatest challenge and your greatest joy. So again, I feel like the advice here to get this blockage moving is to love yourself, forgive yourself, let go, start living from your truth, and let go of the envy and the jealousy, right? If you start speaking from your heart and living your truth, then you will feel empowered and you won't feel envious of those doing it, right? You feel envious of them because your soul is trying to tell you, we need to be more like this, right? We need to live our truth. We need to be authentic, no matter what. And we need to know that we are loved and worthy of love, and we can love ourselves no matter what that truth is. If you think you're going to be rejected, or discarded or judged for living your truth, like, you got to let that go and just love yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you can't be with you and be happy and fulfilled and content, then like, what is the point of this life at all, right? So don't let like what other people think or even what you've been programmed to believe is like the correct way to live. Do not let that continue to block you from living your truth. Because until you're not going to be able to get rid of this envy and jealousy part of your shadow. You're not going to be able to, integrate it until you do what they suggested. Go in the hangman. Start journaling or taking video of talking to a mirror or talking to yourself, saying like, what is it my perfect life looks like? Without any outside, right? Without what my grandma told me life should be, what my mom expects out of me, what my significant other expects out of me. Like, if I could just do whatever I wanted, what would my best, happiest life look like? In all aspects, in career, in family, in romance, in friendships. Figure that out. Once you figure that out, that's going to help get this blockage moving, get this energy flowing so you can start living authentically. And once you can start doing that, you'll find you won't have to keep blowing things up all the time because this envy and jealousy like overtakes you. Okay? They're telling me to leave it there. So, I am going to leave it there. Wishing you a happy, wonderful rest of your day, evening, morning, week, weekend, whatever it is for you. Sending you all kinds of love and light. Wishing you success in healing and addressing this blockage. Please like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you. And comment below if it did. I always love hearing. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.